Merry Christmas, everybody, and welcome back to another account review. This account review is being done right after Christmas Juro's release and before New Year's, so we're going to take a look at people's boxes, and I will let you guys know my opinions on the characters and the memories and investment and stuff like that. I might yell at a few people to lock their memories. I've been saying it for as long as I've been doing these account reviews, and I think people just think it's funny now to not lock their memories because you should be knowing, you should know, whatever. However I want to phrase that, you should know to lock your memories. That's how upset I get about it. I can't even speak properly, but lock your memories. That way you don't accidentally sell ones that you like. So the very first person we're going to be taking a look at is Draco Galaxy, who is level 88. They have a total character VP of 4,545,000. They started back in 2022. That seems like it should be a pretty decent account. Maybe a light spender, maybe a free to play. It's hard to say for sure. I'm going to guess free to play, maybe looking at this character investment, but we'll see. So we have Shigaraki level 105. That is your only, kind of DX character. So that really leads me to believe that you're probably free to play because you don't have a lot of pieces to invest in other characters like Celebration Deku, who should definitely be up here at the top if you had the ability to invest more in him. So yeah, basically Celebration characters, Impact Fest characters should be at the top. General Pool characters should not. The fact that Shigaraki's up here really makes me think that you are probably free to play. And then besides that, having these other characters up here, I'm okay with them being up there. You don't have any really bad characters up here. If I saw like Red Deku or Green Deku, I might yell at you, but honestly, it's not too bad so far. It could be worse. We have a green Celebration Bakugo. Congrats on playing him. Very, very good unit. You have a level 90, so you have been investing in him. You have Sue. You have Summer Uraraka. Okay, pretty decent units to have there. It's a little bit blurry. I apologize for the quality. I don't control the quality of these videos, guys. It just happens to be how it was screen recorded. So, yeah, it is what it is. I can't do anything about that. And then looking at the rest of these, yeah, not bad on your box overall. You don't have a ton of characters leveled up. Oh, you don't have a ton of SSR characters, rather, sorry. You are not SSR. UR characters. There are no SSRs. You don't have a ton of UR characters, but like if this is a free to play account, I'd say you have a decent amount. You have a couple of the Impact Fest characters that are going to carry you through this, so that looks pretty good. You have most of the SR pluses, which is great. Most people don't actually work on their SR pluses. Oh my gosh, yes, really good job on the SR pluses. You do need to get them to 120, but at least you got them to SR plus, so yeah. But yeah, you should work on getting those, especially free to play characters, to fully 120. They could, especially if this is a free to play account, be some of your best characters. You have Seiji at level 95, so you have a good investment in that SR character. It looks like your SR characters actually have pretty good investment. That purple Endeavor could be a little bit higher. Red Dobby could be a little bit higher. He's worth getting higher. Any of these other characters, no one's really sticking out to me as characters you need to be working on, so I think you got pretty good investment actually in your characters. Yeah, really good job, Draco, on the character investment. I'm happy with what I saw there. And then in terms of memories, you got the Ultra Rumble memory fully DX, almost fully DX. It's one away. You got friendly reinforcements away. So yeah, you got the free to play stuff. And that's not a free to play memory, is it? Okay, let's see what other memories you have. Yeah, not a lot of DX copies. Yeah, definitely a free-to-play player. You have to be free-to-play. You got the new, one of the... Is that the new Christmas memory? No, that's last year's Christmas memory, right? I think. Maybe that's the new one? I don't know. I know last year's stuff is bonused up too. I can't remember which one was which. You don't have a ton of UR memories, but you do have quite a few SR memories. None of them are locked. Please lock your memories. You can work on DXing your SR memories a little bit more because you should be pulling quite a few SR memories. You have quite a few duplicates here. You could put a few duplicates in. DX, yeah, you need to work on cleaning up your SR memory box. Holy crap, yeah. Clean that up, DX your memories, lock them, and you could have a very nice memory box. You're at max capacity. You're at 320 out of 320. For the love of Christ, please DX your memories and lock them. Oh my god, I don't even want to keep looking at this. That's so atrocious. That's actually terrible. That is disgusting. Why do you have all these? Why are you showing me these? I don't care about the story, man. Why? Ew, bro. No. Bad Draco. Bad. Clean up your memory box. Other than that, looks pretty good. Next up, we have Baka Bro. Baka is at level or rank 104. Started in 2022 as well. 7 million total character BP. That's pretty dang good. Okay, let's see what Baka has in store for us on the characters and the memories. Okay, so starting it off, a level 130 Blue Sue. I love it. That's great. And then you have a level 130 Celebration Yajirozu. You have a level 130 UR Plus Midnight and the green Bakugo. Oh, that's a big rip on the Bakugo. Like, we wanted Bakugo to be good. I mean, have you found a use for him yet? Has there ever been a time where you used this Bakugo and he was superior to other green units? I feel like no. But maybe in this next year, maybe we'll get like long form content, end game content in the game where the stacking matters. That Bakugo could be very good. This could be a future investment, you know? But right now, that's just such a waste. It feels so bad to have a UR plus green Bakugo. I'm so sorry. A 120 all for one. Like, hey, I understand. I could have this all for one at 130 as well, but why are you wasting your pieces on this? I mean, unless you got them for free, then that's acceptable. Maybe you got them from events and stuff over time, but like, I feel like there's better places you could be using your stars and stuff like that. I don't know. This character investment, man, you have me wondering. You have me wondering because like, all for one Anita probably shouldn't be up here. I can understand Midnight to a degree. I can understand Bakugo as a future investment. I can understand Sue because Sue is still actually fairly decent overall, but this all for one in particular, just blah. I really don't like that all for one. You have Kaminari up here. He was actually a decent fantasy unit for a little bit. He's kind of fallen off since. Yellow Eyes was up here, who's really good. You should be getting close to UR plusing your All Might by now if you can. Just make sure you're buying the pieces every chance you get, the DX copies, so on and so forth. A lot of general pool units up here towards the top. We do have Celebration and Impact Fest units, fantasy units here at level 100, so that means you probably just didn't pull extra copies of them. You got one copy, got out, said you're happy with it, which is what I do a lot of times, so that's understandable that they're down here at level 100. You have a level 100 purple Tokoyami. Tokoyami is insanely good, right? I love this Tokoyami. He's really, really good. Much better than his yellow counterpart, and I can't say enough about this general pool unit. I really, really like him. So good job having him level 100. You have Inasa. I'm very jealous and salty that I don't have him. Maybe I'll get him on the tickets. That's the hope. You know, we get 50 free multis from tickets for Christmas, which is very, very nice. Christmas/New Year's. Make sure you guys are saving up until you have 50, then doing your multis. That way you get 5 multis, and you do have a chance to get Inasa. It's not every general pool character in that banner. It is a select amount of general pool characters, and it's the better general pool characters. So it's actually a very nice banner. Looking at the rest of this, pretty decent like investment. As long as I don't see like an Impact Fest character down here somewhere, I'm fairly happy. Dobby could be higher. Blue Endeavor could be higher. Dobby's kind of fallen off. Blue Endeavor is starting to fall off, but I feel like he's still decent up to this day. He has his uses. I used him in the most recent season of Ultra Arena to climb, so he's still fairly good if you get him leveled up. His Pierce is really good. AoE Pierce on 2 moves, insanely good. What else do we have here? Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. And we're at the end of your URs. You have Sue down here. Did you just pull the Sue, or has she just been sitting there? Either way, fair play. That Sue's not very good. She could be useful in certain climax battles, but like you have better healers, so why waste your time? SR pluses, all level 120. That is phenomenal. That's really, really good. Like, looks good on the SR pluses there for the most part. There are a few that you could have SR plus to 120. Like Gran Torino here, so you could be working on those, get those to SR plus. This new Sue just came out. I think we're getting close to being able to SR plus her. You should be able to fully SR plus Kami right now, especially if you played back in 2022. Like, you should definitely be able to SR plus this Kami at this point in the case files and stuff like that. So you need to get cracking on that. It looks like you already have her pretty much done on the board. You just don't have her leveled up and stuff. So you're getting there, looking good so far. Looking at the rest of this for character investment on SR characters, there's no one that's really standing out to me down here. That should be higher yet. Red Dobby could be higher. Level 75s might be a little bit low, but that's not terrible. Yellow Kaminari could be higher. He's fairly decent. Green Jiro could be higher. They're decent. Like, you don't need to be level 100 or anything, but like 80, I'd say 80 is a good place for them to be overall. Seiji should definitely be higher, unless you're just trying to avoid damage. But even then, I like to have this Seiji like level 90 to 100, and I feel like he still doesn't do too much damage, but then it gives him more health so that he can survive to do a status element counter. That's why I like Seiji at like level 90 to 100. I feel like is better for Seiji, so that's what I would do. You actually got your rare characters leveled up too. Were any of them higher than 60? Oh, I gotta go back and see. Yeah, you had a few level 65s. Okay. Yeah, not bad. Not bad investment overall. I'm happy with your character investment. As for memories, you got some of the free-to-play memories leveled up, which looks good. I've been working on the free-to-plays. Always happy to see when people are doing that. You got this memory fully DX'd, which is crazy. It's a really good memory. So obviously you are a pay-to-play player. I feel like that's pretty clear at this point. With that, well, maybe not a very high pay-to-play player. I could be wrong. You could be completely free-to-play. But my guess would be with the amount of DX memories. Like the memories really kind of tell you that you've spent a little bit of money on the game. And since you only have like 2.5 rows of fully DX memories, I would say you've spent a little bit, but probably not a lot. So that's my guess as far as like whether you're free to play or pay to play. And I don't talk or ask any of these people before doing these videos if they're free to pay or pay to play, guys. So that is completely my guess. If you happen to be watching this video, I know most people who I do account reviews for do. Let us know in the comments if I was right or wrong. I'm probably wrong a lot of times, but who knows? I would love to see myself. I love reading the comments and seeing afterwards. Okay, so looking at the rest of these UR memories, looks pretty good. You got some really good UR memories. Adventure Awaits, is that the only Adventure Awaits you have? I thought you had another, right? You had another Adventure Awaits that was leveled up, no? Yeah, you did. Okay. Yeah, you did have a fully DX'd Adventure Awaits. Okay, and you have another copy. I would start working on that next copy of Adventure Awaits. It's crazy how well Adventure Awaits has aged. Like, it is one of the best memories still to this day. It has not fallen off. It's like insanely good. Insanely good. Whereas other memories like Friendly Reinforcements, that has fallen off. You did get the UR memory, so congrats on that. I don't think either account we looked at so far has had Christmas Jiro, which is a rip, unless I just missed it. But like, hey, at least you got the memory. Congrats on the memory. That memory is pretty good. It works well on like Modema if you're trying to find someone to use it on. Otherwise, it's specifically designed for Jiro. I shouldn't say it works well on Modema. Works okay-ish on Modema. It doesn't really work well on anybody because it's designed for a ABL type character who's constantly healing. Yeah, I guess I don't know what I'm saying. That memory is rough. It's rough to get that memory and off the character. But congrats on getting the memory nonetheless. Locked memories looking very, very good. I do see some unlocked memories now. You need to make sure you like lock this one right here if you're wanting to keep that. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. This was a very pleasant showcase to be able to see all the memories and stuff locked. I'm very, very happy with that. You're gonna show me trust too? Oh, am I about to see a bunch of level 20 trusts? I think I am. I love that now we're able to showcase trust as well. That's very, very cool. Okay. Is everybody... Ooh, not everybody's level 20 yet. Wow, that's crazy. I would think by now you would have like all level 20 trust. Okay, so yeah, I would guess a light spender because in order to have all level 20 trust, you would have had to spend quite a bit of money. And you are missing Edgeshot, Mirko, Redestro. How do you not have Redestro? Did you just miss the climax battle? Bro, what are you doing? Or could you not beat it? Maybe you couldn't beat it. Well, he's coming back. Here's your chance. Lady Nagant. Okay, yeah. Well, hopefully, I hope you get those characters in the future. I believe some of them are featured on, I think Nagant for sure is featured on the ticket banner. So here's to hoping you get Nagant on the ticket banner. Good luck, man. Good luck. Next up, we have Common Folk at rank 108, so even higher there in Starlet Agency, 6,367,000 total character BP, started back in 2022 as well. All right, let's see what your box has, my friend. I want to see your characters, your memories, potentially your trust if you recorded it. Okay, I hate this. I absolutely, you're a troll. You're an absolute troll. You're a monkey. I hate you. Why is there a level 120 yellow Deku up here? That's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. Oh, that unit is so bad. That is the biggest waste of investment I have ever seen. But you know what? That's fine. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see it, and I'm gonna say that the rest of this looks really good because you have Celebration, Fantasy. That Dobby's still actually fairly decent. Celebration or Fantasy, Celebration, Fantasy, Summer, Najire, like really good investment overall having those characters where they are, having them leveled up. You have Compress here, who's also level 100. You have your Climax Battle characters level 100. They could be 130, so you've been slacking a little bit on Climax Battle. Either that or you struggled to beat double S difficulty the first time and you had to buy them. Hard to say. Other than that, character investment below. Looking at the rest of this, hey, you got the Toga, congrats. I haven't seen anyone with Jiro yet. You got Night Eye. Good job getting Night Eye. You got all these Dekus down here. You have blue Deku down here, who is infinitely better than yellow Deku. And you could level him up, and he's sitting there at level 80. I have big problems with you, sir. I have big problems with you. Level up this Deku. It's already disgusting that you have yellow Deku that high. Really gross. Celebration Bakugo needs to be leveled up ASAP. Pronto. He's really good. Good in multiple forms of content. So yeah, you need to work on that Bakugo. As we scroll down more, hey, you got Edge Shot. Congrats, that's a W. I'm surprised you summoned for Edge Shot. I mean, it looks kind of like you might be a light spender, but maybe free to play. I'm leaning more towards free to play, honestly, but hard to tell. Light spender or free to play, one of the two. Definitely not a whale or anything like that. You have a good amount of general pool characters. Looks like you're missing the new Christmas Juro. You're missing a few of the Impact Fest units. So I'm going to guess free to play to light spender. That would be my guess. A lot of SR Plus characters here. You do have some characters that you need to get to SR Plus that you've been slacking on a little bit, but overall fairly decent on your SR characters. I hate seeing characters that are just sitting here waiting to be leveled up, crying out, please level me up. Please, you have quite a few of these in your box. Please level them up. I know you have the bars. I know you have the bars to level up the characters because I have like 30,000 bars that are just sitting in my box that I can't use because I don't have enough characters to level up. They give us so many bars. Like, level up the characters. Don't just let them sit there. Besides that, Seiji being up here, level 90, solid. Like I was saying before, I like Seiji at level 90, if at all possible. Green Juro being up here is good. Red Endeavor's decent being there at level 80. Anyone else that should be higher out of these characters? Yellow Moneta could be higher. Yellow Moneta has its uses. Besides that, yeah, that looks pretty good so far. Purple Endeavor, he could be leveled up again. Level him up, bro. Okay, this needs to be leveled up. Dabi could be leveled up to like 80. Besides that, oh yeah, pretty good investment overall on the characters. For the memories, okay, you got your free-to-play memories fully DX for the most part. You got Adventure Weights, you got Friendly Reinforcements, that looks good. You got this free-to-play memory leveled up, which had been pretty decent as a defensive memory, like really good. Yeah, so a lot of free-to-play memories leveled up, looking good on the free-to-plays. Your free-to-play memories might actually look better than my own, so good job on that. Besides that, what else? You could work on getting this leveled up for PvP if you want a 50% speed increase when you get it fully leveled up. Still good to this day. That speed memory, if you need to use your UR fragments or UR limit breakers on something, maybe that, because that's like your closest. That's probably what I'd use it on right now. Besides that, another copy of Friendly Reinforcements looks good. Yeah, there's none of these down here that really need to be worked on in terms of your UR memory. So yeah, just work on the one that I said. I would work on leveling that one up next. That one will be the most beneficial to you out of your UR memories. Now for the SR memories, a lot of DX'd SR memories, all locked, looking beautiful. Don't disappoint me now. Don't go down to the bottom and show me unlocked memories, please. Memory that needs to be leveled up there. Memories, on the other hand, they don't give us a lot of tonics, so if you don't have your memories fully leveled up, that I would understand, because it does take a while to get all the tonics you need to level up your memories. Okay, actually every single memory was locked. Wow, okay, really good job. That's 2 people in a row now. I'm very proud of you, so great job. Don't like the yellow Deku at the start. I will never forget that. That has probably scarred me, but yeah, overall, very good account. Next up, we have Gambar at rank 99 and 6 million total character BP. Started back in 2022 as well. Most of these people all started last year at a relatively decent time. So from here, which was like, you know, at the start of the game, because the game's only 2 years old now, we're coming up on the global 2-year anniversary here. On February 9th, I think, is when the game actually launched. So most of these people started on the 10th, so the day after launch, I believe, if I remember right. Okay, looking at this, we have Best Genus, level 130, so really good job. Not quite UR Plus yet, but hey, you've been working on your Climax battle. That's more than I can say for the previous people, so good job. A level 120 Best Genus, but this is Best Genus. Gentle Criminal, level 120 Gentle Criminal, looks good. Hey, you have level 120 Celebration units. There is no way you do not spend on this game. You have to have spent some money on this game. Being that you're only level 99 and you have level 120 characters, I guarantee you have spent money on this game. Now, how much we'll see as we go through here, but yeah, looks like good character investment overall. You have Fantasy and Celebration units at the top. No units that I really hate to see at the top, like Yellow Deku. I will not forget that. All for ones up here. I don't know how I feel about having purple all for one up here. Unless you got those pieces for free, then acceptable. But like, he's really not that great. All of these fantasy units, this fantasy unit, I'm gonna assume they're down here because you didn't get extra copies, which is fine as long as they're max level 100. You know, you got a level 100 Night Eye, which is really cool. Now, personally, I would have recommended actually going for the DX piece. That way you can make Night Eye stronger with the DX piece, and he would have been level 90. I also went for a level 100 Night Eye, but that was just to showcase him. It doesn't really matter because eventually in the end you'll get him to 130. But yeah, congrats on the level 100 Night Eye. That means you were farming every single day, and I'm actually very, very proud of you. Like, that's something not a lot of people can do in this game, and it's hard to stay committed to grinding out that terrible climax battle. Like, that one was very, very rough compared to the other climax battles, so really good job on that Night Eye. I can't say enough. Like, I'm very proud of you. We got Redestro here at level 95, so I'm a little bit less proud because you didn't, unless you got the DX piece, but I doubt it. So, because you didn't get him level up all the way. We have Christmas Sue down here. Looks like you don't have Christmas Jiro either. So I'm glad to know I was not the only one who was shafted on Jiro. Thank you guys. This makes me feel a lot better. Like, I'm not seeing any Christmas Jiros here. And I believe all of these were submitted right after the polls for Christmas Jiro because I emptied out the box and said don't submit anything until after Jiro comes out. So hopefully that's the case. It seems like it because we did see, of course, the memories from the new banner. Level 120s, you're missing a UR plus on that. You need to make sure you UR plussing your characters. Hey, you got Cammy to 120. She's not UR plus yet though. You should be able to UR plus her. SR plus, not UR plus. I've been saying UR plus, SR plus. Apologies. You have an SR plus Dobby here. That's really, really cool. You need to work on these characters here, the free-to-play characters. Okay, but overall, decent for the characters that you should be working on as free-to-play characters. You got those leveled up. Purple Moneta being up here is good. Purple Endeavor being up here is good. Okay, somebody who knows how to invest in their SR characters. Looks really, really good. All Might's up here. Good. Seiji's up here. Solid. I'm very happy so far. This, you know, progressively, I feel like the accounts have been better and better and better. Like, I'm very, very impressed. So, like, if you, like, don't feel bad either if I'm, like, saying bad things about your account. I'm genuinely just trying to help. You know, if I say an account is good, take notes from it, learn what characters to invest in, learn what memories to invest in, so on and so forth. I feel like this is a pretty good account, though, in terms of character investment so far. Yellow Kaminari could be a little bit higher. He's decent. You could probably get him to like 80. Purple Hawks has his uses once in a while because of his low cooldowns. Like, if you're lacking characters with low cooldown, Hawks is a really good investment, especially for an early game to free-to-play player. Hawks is really good for low cooldowns. Beyond that, looks pretty good. Yeah, nothing here really that should be moved up except for Moneta. Moneta shouldn't be level 1. That Moneta is actually fairly good. And yeah, your SR characters look good. All your rare characters don't look like they're really leveled up. So you could, I don't know if you've been doing their ability boards or not, since I can't see ability board progress like this, but you could do some ability boards on your rare characters to be able to get some free hero gems just to help you get some more summons. Little tip for everybody in case you didn't know that. Just go to like board 2 or 3 on every single character in the game. You get 10 hero gems per board. That's a lot of hero gems, right? Okay, free to play memories are leveled up. Venture Awaits is leveled up. Looking really good on all these. Okay. You got quite a few fully DX memories. In terms of what memory you should be working on next, we'll see. This is a pretty good defensive memory. You could be working on that if you wanted to. Miraculous Coordination is really good if you get it fully DX'd. You have another Adventure Awaits you could potentially work on. So those are 3 choices for you. Things you could be working on if you want to. Badminton tournament, definitely. You're using it right now even. This, okay, priority number 1 for PvP, that memory right there. Speed, insane speed, really, really good. Everybody runs it who's in the like Legends rank of PvP. That is going to help you immensely, okay? Locked SR memories, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Wow, 3 people in a row that have locked their SR memories. I am so proud of you guys. I am very, very, very happy about that. Now, What I'm not happy about is you have 2 of these. Oh, never mind. That's a DX one. I was gonna say 2 of these that aren't DX that you have locked, but no, you're good. You're good. And I know you gotta do like memory. I understand level 1s as having memories because you gotta focus on the memories that are gonna be useful to you, and memory tonics do not come to you like the bars do. So I'm actually okay with this. And sometimes you don't want your SR memories fully leveled up because they can help you more not being leveled up in like Vigi Tower or different forms of content. So yeah, overall, I'm actually okay with that. I liked your character investment more than I like your memories. It does bother me a little bit that you have like all level 1 memories because you should be able to level up a couple of these. And you should have the tonics to level up a couple of them, so I think you're just slacking a little bit. But I understand a couple of them not being leveled up, but I feel like more of them should be leveled up, so that's my biggest complaint about your account. Next up, we have Infinite 2.0 in the Discord, or otherwise known as Ingame. Nakikitsu, I apologize if I say that wrong. Started in 2022 on the 11th, so a day after everybody else so far pretty much. 7,600,787 total character BP with a total rank of 110. Let's see what your characters and memories look like. All right, so a bunch of level 130s. I think this is the most so far that we've seen on an account. You do have a climax battle, so really good on the climax battles. Best Genius isn't UR plus though, so a little bit sad that you don't have that done. You have Blue Kirishima up here, meaning you probably got him leveled up early in the game. You had extra pieces as the DX route came out, and you were able to get him to 120. Respectable. My Kirishima is also up here. Blue Bakugo is also up here, so I understand those being up here where they are. You have fantasy characters up here towards the top, which is good. I don't know if I like that. Everybody wanted this Endeavor to be so good, right? The purple Endeavor. And since he came out, I have not been his biggest fan. He has had his uses in VE Tower over time and stuff like that, but I don't know if he's worth having level 110. I don't even know if he's worth having level 100. I'm not the biggest fan of purple Endeavor. I really like the blue one, but purple is just not my jam. I'm not very happy with that one. You having him up there is fine, but like, I don't think it's necessary. There's not any content that he's really going to be like necessary in or help you with. Besides that, looking okay on all this. It's fine that you have 110s that are higher than, you know, everyone else, because the most you can get, like your Celebration 2 right now without a DX copy, is level 100, so that's fine. I do have a little bit of a problem with Green Deku being here. I don't care if you got free pieces or not. Like, this piece of garbage does not deserve any investment at all. He's absolute trash, even worse than Yellow Deku, and I was fixated on Yellow Deku before, so of course I'm going to point out Green Deku, and just like, I absolutely hate that character. Really bad character. If you know, I say that now, but watch, like, the first character to get like an LR, they're gonna do what Grand Cross did and take really bad units and turn them into LRs, and that Green Deku will be the first one. But we'll see. Celebration Bakugo being there is good. Pretty good character investment. All these characters are level 100. I'm not going to complain about that. Is there anyone below that should be higher? Redestro being level 100 is good. You'll be able to get him hopefully to 130 here in the upcoming rerun. Having a level 95 Night Eye means you slacked a little bit. Looking at the rest, Fantasy Aizawa should be higher. He should be 100. He can let you punch above the belt in Ultra Arena. Even to this day, he kind of counters the meta, so he's very useful. You have Inasa as well, so I'm kind of jealous of that. You got Edge Shot. Congrats on that. How does nobody have Jiro? Unless you guys all submitted these right before, but I think you submitted them after. Nobody got Jiro. Thank you for making me feel better, because I went to pity for that character. You have Tokoyami level 85. This Tokoyami is goated. Like, if you want a character that does high damage, you should level him up ASAP. Very good. So you could use a little bit of work on your UR character investment. That All Might is free to play. You should have him 130. You absolute slacker, lazy bum. Okay, besides that, you have a few characters that you could be working on getting SR Plus that are free-to-play characters that you have been slacking on. So it looks like you're just lazy with some of the free-to-play stuff that you could be doing, but you got good character investment for the characters that matter, like Seiji, having him at level 100. Endeavor being level 95 is solid. Mineta being level 80 is solid. Is there any characters down here that should be higher? Like, everything looks fairly decent. That Red Endeavor could be a little bit higher. He's decent in certain scenarios. Red Dobby could be higher. Besides that, I'm not really seeing anything down here that should be higher. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So yeah, you have a few characters that could be invested in better, but overall not terrible. You had 2 Adventure Awaits, really nice. It's always nice to have 2 Adventure Awaits. Now you need to start working on your 3rd one whenever you're able to get that. You got some free-to-play memories kind of almost invested in. You need to work on your free-to-play memories. So yeah, once again, lazy with the free-to-play, it looks like. You should make more use of the free-to-play stuff. Some of the free-to-play stuff is actually really, really good and useful. Besides that, is there any memories down here I would start investing in that I'm seeing down here that are low? Not really so far. I think you got pretty good investment on UR memories overall. Let me go back and see real quick. Is there anything up here? You might want to work on that. Getting it fully DX is useful for lowering the cooldown by 2 turns instead of 1. That could be useful. That's probably the most useful memory you could work on DXing right now out of the ones I am seeing. You do want to work on this one. It's a free-to-play memory, very good defensive memory for Redestro, especially now that we're going to start seeing more level 130 Redestros. You also have all of your SR memories locked. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna cry, guys. Like, thank you. It looks really, really good. Looks good. Good investment. SR memories, like, they come to you like water in this game. It's so abundant, right? You don't really have to worry about it. So having them DX shows that you have at least been paying attention. Oh, now we get into these though, where there's unlocked memories. Now I was so happy. And you have DX'd ones. Oh, never mind. They're DX, but they're level 1. But you have some down here that aren't locked. I don't know, man. Feels like it could be cleaned up a little bit. You have a max box capacity. Could definitely be cleaned up a little bit. Do you need 2 copies of this SR memory? Sell one. Like, I don't care if it's DX'd. It's not even worth it to have multiple copies of that memory. Unless you're just like a big simp for Mirko. But like, yeah, I don't know. Overall, that was Infinite 2.0's account. So there you go, guys. Those are my opinions. Next up, we have Kat, who is in Kazaku, who has been in the first place spot for Club Festival 2 times in a row now. Rank 101, 6 million total character BP. Want to be crazy? I'm right there with you. Oh, I've been crazy for a while. Okay, so self-proclaimed queen of Kazaku. You guys can't see like the top part up here for the video. It's up here in the top corner hidden. But self-proclaimed queen of Kazaku. So let's see how this looks here. Okay, Celebration Bakugo 130. This, wow, a lot of I love that we have all the Bakugos up here at the top at 130. That's actually kind of gorgeous. I really, really like that. Whether they need to be up here like these two, debatable. I'm really jealous you have World Heroes Missions Bakugo. I went on a journey to try and get him and didn't get him. So congrats on that. You have Todoroki, Fantasy Kirishima, looking pretty good in investment. That Mirio is actually pretty good, getting him to level 130. So yeah, looks like, have you spent money on this game? I would assume so, right? If you've done any of this like with light spending or free to play, I'm very, very impressed considering your units, but I'm gonna assume you spent money. And so overall, decent investment in characters. Let's see what else there is here. I'll let you know if I see any characters that should be higher or lower. So far, I haven't found anything that really bothers me. Red and yellow Deku down here where they belong. Green Deku way down here where he belongs. Perfect. Somebody who knows what they're doing with the Dekus. Raising up the Bakugos, lowering the Dekus. This green Todoroki could be higher. I like this green Todoroki. I feel like you could put a little bit of investment in him. Tokoyami could definitely be higher. Tokoyami deserves some investment. In terms of these other characters, like, yeah, no one else is really important. Those 2 characters, I would say, deserve a little bit of investment. They definitely have their uses. Blue Endeavor, I have found a ton of uses for. I would highly recommend leveling him up when you can. Looks like you've been lazy with Climax Battle, because I feel like with the characters you have at the top, the level 130s, you should be able to clear these Climax Battles fairly easily and farm them, so I think you've been lazy. I could be wrong. Maybe you weren't able to clear it at the time. But yeah, I feel like you should have higher level Climax Battle characters. Looking at the rest of this, you got a lot of general pool UR characters that aren't leveled up. So maybe you are free to play. How do you have, there's no way you'd have this many UR characters. There's no way that you're that lucky, but like based on your investment and that you have so many level 80s and you have a couple of 130s, it makes me think you're more free to play, but I could be wrong. But I'm leaning towards light spender free to play actually on this account, even though you have so many URs. I think you just got insanely lucky. If you do spend money, then there's no reason you shouldn't have higher leveled characters, in my opinion. So that's what I'm thinking. Climax Battle characters down here at the bottom, they need more investment. I'm kind of disappointed in your investment. And Climax Battle characters, You don't have all of your free-to-play characters leveled up as far as they could be either. And then in terms of SR characters and investments, okay, not terrible so far. Is there anyone that should be higher? This Jiro could be higher. Green Jiro could be higher. Yellow Kaminari could technically be higher. Purple All Might could definitely be higher. He has his uses. Purple Endeavor could be higher. And when I say higher, I'm saying probably like level 80, 85, maybe 90 at the max. Red Dobby could be higher. Seiji could definitely be higher. Once again, for him, I'd say around level 90 to level 100 is good for Seiji. So I'd work on investing in those characters. I would work on maybe trying to get some of your characters leveled up past level 80. I don't know what all you had to invest, but that'd probably be my personal recommendation. In terms of memories, though, your memories are looking pretty solid. You got... I hope you just made the same mistake I made and got this one fully DX'd, or you just pulled it a lot, because this memory is actually not very good. But yeah, I have that memory fully DX'd as well, because the art was sick, and it was like the first UR memory I pulled in the game, and I was like, I'm gonna work on leveling this up. And needless to say, now I regret that decision, but you know, it's there. You have Adventure Awaits fully DX'd. You have 2 friendly reinforcements, which looks good. This is a good PvP memory to have. In terms of like PvP speed memories, though, I'm not seeing a lot up here. You could use some more fully DX'd PvP memories. You do have Dull Summertime fully DX'd, which is great. That's going to help you a lot in PvP. And being that PvP is the main form of content right now, that's probably what you want to work on. So Heroes of Memory, you need to work on 50% speed. That would be my first recommendation. My second might be Miraculous Coordination when you get it fully DX'd. It's very good for VE Tower. However, no VE Towers right now, no content that requires technicals, crits, or anything like that. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. This would be my priority right here to work on this memory, because it's going to give you a lot of speed. This Hawk's memory could be good as well. Another copy. You got another Adventure Awaits down here you're working on. Other than that, memory investment looks fairly decent. You once again can work on your free-to-plays. Your free-to-plays need a little bit of work. There's quite a few people here in these account reviews that I've done that need to work on their free-to-play stuff. I know it's rough to get in there and grind it every day, but like, hey, just put it on auto, grind out your free-to-play stuff, your USJ, use skip tickets on USJ, go into VE Tower, you put it on auto, grind out VE Tower. I'm bad about grinding out VE Tower as well. A lot of level 1 memories, I'll say the same thing I said before. You need to level up some of these level 1 memories. Like, I know you have to have enough memory tonics to get a couple of them leveled up. You have a lot of rare memories too. Please don't. Oh, you also had the normal memories from the story. At least you only have 1 copy though. It's not too disgusting. You have a 400 capacity, so you bought some extra capacity. I'll accept this. I'll accept this. I'm not going to say it's bad, because you have them all locked. You have 1 copy for the most part of each. You could level up a couple of memories though. That's all I'm saying. In terms of normal memories, you don't need to level those up. But SR memories, I know people don't like to level them up because they don't want them to be too strong. But I mean, I would still level up some of the SR memories personally, because there's not going to be too much content in the game where it's going to make your character way too strong. It's not going to happen too often. But that's just my recommendation. And last but not least, I know it has been a longer video, guys, but I wanted to fit everybody in who had submitted by this point. So we have Kaz at rank 116. Whoa, daddy. Holy crap. Yeah, 100% has spent on this game. 110%, 130%, like 200%, 1,000,000% sure Kaz has spent before I even looked, because to be 116, you had to buy stamina and stuff like that. And then a total character BP of 10 million. So we're ending it off with a bang here with another person from the top club, Kazaku. So we have just 130s out the butt. I don't feel qualified to get like comment or speculate on people's accounts like these, because even my account does not look this good, right? Like, guys, appreciate this. This is beautiful. It's gorgeous. Be jealous. I know I am. Do I even need to say anything for this one? I feel like I can just look at all the UR pluses. Let's just scroll through and dream about what we all want to have, you know? Dream about the ability to spend that much money on the holy moly, bro. Okay. Oh, at least I didn't see Green Deku up here at level 130. That makes me happy. Do you have every single character though, is the question. I think we've yet to see anybody with Jiro still. So, did you get Jiro? That is the question now. Let's see. Oh, you did! First person with Jiro. All of those accounts, and this is the first person with Jiro. So I feel like Jiro, very much a pay-to-play character to get because holy crap, nobody had it. I personally went to pity for her. Yeah, wow. Okay, well, congrats on the Jiro. Looking at the rest of these, are there any characters that should be higher? I feel like Redestro, unless you got the DX piece, but other than that, Redestro should be higher. Tokoyami could definitely be higher. He deserves some investment, man. If you can have other characters 130, you're disrespecting Tokoyami. I will make a comment about that. Put some respect on him. Put some on. Pretty good on the free-to-plays overall. Could use a little bit of investment in some of them. They're not level 120. Hey, if you can afford to 130 all those characters, respect your SR characters a little bit. Give them a little bit of love. Below that, fairly decent investment on the SRs below. All Might could be higher. That Sue could be a little bit higher. Mineta could be higher. Who else? Green Jiro could be higher. Shinso could be higher. Endeavor could be higher. Hawks could be higher. Dabi could be higher. Seiji definitely needs to be higher. 90 to 95 for Seiji, so he just gets his full status ailment counter and the full usefulness of his kit. But other than that, pretty decent. You even got some of your rare characters leveled up. Bunch of guys. Let's just admire the fully DX memories. Holy crap! So many DX memories. 4 adventure awaits. Look at this madness. I have 2 of them fully DX'd. 4 fully DX'd adventure awaits. 5 fully DX friendly reinforcements. That's a bit excessive. I don't feel like that's necessary, but like you pulled them, so you're not going to get rid of them, right? But that just shows how much you have truly spent on this game, how many times you have pulled. I should have known the memories would be insane just by looking at the characters, because if the characters were that insane, the memories, of course, were going to be equally as crazy. Look at all. Oh my goodness. You have 400 capacity in your box. And you have 171 filled up. So I feel like you're missing some of the maybe SR memories. You don't have them locked. You have a few of them locked, and you have a lot of them. Why? This gives me problems. It's making me have a conniption. Like locked, unlocked, locked, unlocked, unlocked, not leveled up. Yo, clean up the SRs, man. You had such a good account up until I saw this. It looked really good, and you don't have any rare memories either. Hey, I get it. You're rich, man. You got the big money. You got the URs, but hey, there are rares in this game that are good. I promise you. Get some of the rares. Lock them up. Lock your SRs. There are SRs that are good in this game. Please organize the SRs in your box. Holy moly, you're definitely missing some SRs because you probably sold them. Which bothers me on a level, because there's definitely usable SRs, and I bet you there's been a time where you've run into a case where you needed a certain SR memory and you're like, oh shoot, I don't have it. So please, for the love of Christ, lock your SR memories. I thought I was going to be able to make it through most of this video without saying it, but of course, at the end of the video, man, Kaz, you had to make me say it. So lock your SR memories, but overall, very impressive account. Very jealous of your account. And that is it for the account reviews. That is everybody, guys. So if you enjoyed the video, please consider going down there, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and have a very Merry Christmas. Peace.
Can anybody out there hear me?